Robert Plant recently said that Led Zeppelin's last good album was Physical Graffiti, and that's a bold statement, and one that I almost agree with, but not completely. I'm going to tell you why, and while I tell you why, you can think about what you think is the last good Led Zeppelin album, and put your comment down in the comment section below. So here's why I think Zeppelin's late period deserves a little more credit than Robert Plant's giving it, and I'm going to tell you why I think Plant is sliding the albums that came after Physical Graffiti as well. By the time Physical Graffiti came out in 1975, Led Zeppelin were untouchable. They'd gone from the raw blues energy of Led Zeppelin 1 and 2 through the mysticism and hard folk of Led Zeppelin 3 and hit perfection on Led Zeppelin 4, the Untitled album. Houses of the Holy pushed them into new textures, funk, reggae, layered production, and then came Physical Graffiti, the double album that pulled all of those eras together. It's like a Led Zeppelin universe, every sound ever explored, fully realized in one double album. So why did Plant call this the last great Led Zeppelin album? Well, after Physical Graffiti, the band hit turbulence. Bonham's drinking increased, Page began to use heroin, Plant was injured in a tragic car wreck, and they had to leave England because of tax issues. Creatively, Presence and In Through the Outdoor didn't have the same collective fire feeling as the previous albums. Plant has said that the band was, quote, running on memory, end quote, by that point. So in his mind, Physical Graffiti is the last time Led Zeppelin were still firing on all cylinders, every member contributing equally, every track full of invention and Led Zeppelin swagger. He's right in some way. If you listen to Kashmir, it's basically the band's opus. Bonham's hypnotic drumming, Page's modal riffing, Jones's string arrangement, Plant's mythic lyric. It's not just rock, it's cinema, it's architecture, it's sound painting. It is a true masterpiece. Or, In My Time of Dying, the kind of extended blues epic only Led Zeppelin could create. And then you've got something like 10 Years Gone, which might be Plant's most romantic moment, other than the Rain song. And every song sounds like the band is in full command of its power. Even the deep cuts like The Rover or Trampled Underfoot or the Wanton Song are filled with life, sweat, humor, and swing. And you don't get that feeling from Led Zeppelin again after Physical Graffiti. But here's where I diverge from Robert Plant. Presence, which was recorded in just 18 days while Robert Plant was in a wheelchair, isn't the sound of a fading band, it's the sound of a band fighting back to life. And Achilles' Last Stand might be Page and Bonham's most heroic moment. There's definitely desperation there, but there's also defiance, and that tension gives that track and the rest of the album true emotional power. And as far as In Through the Outdoor goes, as messy as it is, there are some really brilliant tracks on the album, including All My Love, Fool in the Rain, Carouselambra, and these albums might not be the best Led Zeppelin albums, but they show a band trying to evolve, trying to survive, and that really counts. So in the end, Physical Graffiti is a perfect snapshot of the band at its summit. It's the last time that the band's chemistry, production, mythology, and overall musicology clicked perfectly, and you can hear this on each of the tracks. But no band can stay at that level forever, and maybe that's what Plant really meant. Not that they lost their inspiration, but that they'd already hit the peak and done it in a way that no one else ever could. So, was Physical Graffiti really Led Zeppelin's last good album? Definitely was their last masterpiece, but there's still greatness in the albums that came after. So what do you think? Drop a comment below and tell me what you think was the last great Led Zeppelin album, and whether or not you agree with Robert Plant. Or do you think maybe he's being too hard on his own legacy? Let me know in the comments below.
MusicGuru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.